Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bashim Shai, Bashim Rakal Kadash, the bonus to our apostles, the elders, the great millstone ever will. Peace and citation to the hopeful elect are pushing truth and sincerity. The water foot y'all do, we love you, we appreciate you, through the spirit of Yahweh, Bashim Shai, Shalom to y'all. It's your brother Dabo Dot again, all right? Lord's will, here to give you edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashim Shai, from the great millstone camp in Atlanta. And who the world ignorantly calls God, his name is Yahweh, meaning he is, right, or he exists, he to be. Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh Shai, meaning he is the Savior, he is the Deliverer. And those are the names, and they exist. All right, if you're watching this now, and you're so-called Black, Native American, or Latino man or woman, you are a Hebrew Israelite according to the Bible. All right, that's the name that the Heavenly Father gave you, was Israel. All right, you will not find Black, Latino, or Native American in the Bible. So who are those people in the Bible? Are they not here today? You got people saying that those people are gone. That makes no sense. They left. How do they populate the whole earth, but their people of the Bible are gone? It makes no sense. Right? All right, and if you're watching this now, but you don't look like a so-called Black, Native American, or Latino, but you feel like this is the truth, and you feel like it resonates with your spirit, there's a possibility that you could be a Hebrew Israelite as well, because you would not find, it does not matter what you look like, all right? It does not matter what your skin color is. It does not matter if you look like a Chinese person. It does not matter if you look like a East Indian or Korean person, all right? That does not matter. It only matters about if your bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, and that's who we're talking about. We're talking about our forefathers. We're seeing the things that they had to go through in order for us to see how we got to where we're at today. All right, so without further ado, we're going to jump right back into it where we left off in Genesis chapter 26, starting at verse 1. It says, and there was a famine in the land. Let me see, give you a recap. Remember, okay, so Esau just sold his birthright to Jacob, right, because he despised his birth. He said that his own mouth, he despised his birthright. And we looked up the word despised, right? And we saw what it meant. You know, they wanted to get away from that. He didn't want nothing to do with that. All right, and instead he wanted uncooked meat. And Jacob said, "Well, sell me your birthright for this food." All right, because the man had no integrity. Right, when you read Hebrews. Chapter 12, verse 16, it says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. because he has no integrity, right? He's a fornicator and profane person. Profane means outside of the temple, right? So anything unjust, that's what he's about. And you can see it in today. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You can see it today, man, how he runs his society, how he treats people, how he treats himself, how he treats the earth. All right, he'll probably sell the earth for one morsel of meat, man. All right, so let's see. Going back to Genesis chapter 26, where we left off. All right, so it says, and there was a famine in the land beside the first famine that was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went to... Salaki. And Isaac went unto Abimelech, king of the Philistines, into Gerar. And the Lord appeared unto him and said, Go not down into Egypt, dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee, for unto thee and unto thy seed I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham thy father. Oh, yeah, right. See, he swore unto Abraham. All right, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Why is it that people keep saying that, you know, the Most High is here for everybody, but he swore unto Abraham, and it says his seed, right? Why didn't he say, I'm going to have everybody come through you, all right? I'm going to love everybody in the earth. He said with thy seed, man. It says, and I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven. And that's why we're known as the stars too, right? 12 stars that sit upon a crown. It says, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. All right. Well, he did say all the nations of the earth be blessed, but you got to remember, because when you read Deuteronomy, I believe it's 4 and 6, it says everybody should be a for wisdom amongst the nations. People see how we live and they get blessed through us. You know what I'm saying? But they don't. But then they weren't they weren't given a covenant, right? That's why the scriptures say, "I show my word unto Jacob, my statutes and judgments unto Israel." Right? They don't say, and it also says, "I have not dealt so with any other nation" as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you will read that and think it's a contradiction, but it's not. You know, it says, and the men of the place asked him of his wife, and he said, "She is my sister." He doing it again, same thing. His father, let me see. And he says, yeah, same thing his father did. "She is my sister," for he feared to say, "She is my wife, lest," said he, "the men of the place should kill me for Rebekah, because she was fair to look upon." Yeah, because the heathen don't follow our custom, right? It says, "And it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out at a window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah his wife. And Abimelech called Isaac and said, Behold, of a surety she is thy wife. And how said thou, She is my sister? And Isaac said unto him, because I said, Lest I die for her. And Abimelech said, What is this thou hast done unto us? One of the people might lightly have lion with thy wife, and thou shouldst have brought guiltness upon us. So he's being righteous here, right? It says, Abimelech charged all his people, saying, He that touches this man or his wife shall surely be put to death. Then, because the Most High is going to curse you, man. And that's how it is today, man. You see niggas smashing other dudes' girls, man. And what happens? Sometimes those guys come back and they kill them both. You know what I'm saying? They'll shoot both of them niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a curse, man. You're not supposed to be doing that shit. It says, Then Isaac sowed in that land and received in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him. And the man waxed great and went forward and grew until he became very great, for he had possession of flocks and possession of herds and great store of servants. And Philistines envied him. Philistines envied him, so he knew that he was amongst heathen, man. It says, For all the wells which his father's servant had digged in the days of Abraham his father, the Philistines had stopped them and filled them with earth. And Abimelech said unto Isaac, Go from us, for thou art much mightier than we. And Isaac departed thence and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar and dwelt there. And Isaac digged again the wells of water which they had digged in the days of Abraham his father, for the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham, and he called their names after the names by which his father had called them. All right, so so they're sabotaging the work that our forefathers did, right? And they're jealous, and they think that also, okay, well, this is going to be like too much of y'all for us to handle, so y'all gotta leave, right? It says, Isaac's servants digged in the valley and found there a well, springing water. And the herdmen of Gerar did strive with Isaac's herdmen, saying, The water is ours. And he called the name of the well Esek, because they strove with him. And they digged another well and strove for that also, and he called the name of it Sitnah. And he removed from hence and digged another well, and for that they strove not. And he called the name of it Rehoboth. And he said, For now the Lord have made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land. So they're putting all of this work inside the land that the Most High give them. And they're making passage for water, and they're figuring it out, man. They're setting up shop. The Most High is blessing them for the work that they put in. All right, it says, And he went up from thence to Beersheba, and the Lord appeared unto him the same night and said, I am the power of Abraham thy father, fear not, for I am with thee, and I will bless thee and multiply thy seed for my servant Abraham's sake. And he built an altar there and called upon the name of the Lord and pitched his tent. And there Isaac's servants digged a well. Then Abimelech went to him from Gerar, and Ahuzat, one of his friends, and Phicol, the chief captain of his army. And Isaac said unto them, Wherefore come ye to me, seeing ye hate me, and have sent me away from you? And they said, We saw certainly that the Lord was with thee. And we said, Let there be now an oath betwixt us, even betwixt us and thee, and let us make a covenant with thee, that thou wilt do us no hurt, and we have not touched thee, and as we have done unto thee nothing but good, have sent thee away in peace. Thou art now blessed of the Lord. And he made them a feast, and they did eat and drink. And they rose up betimes in the morning, and sware one to another. And Isaac sent them away, and they departed from him in peace. So that's how we deal, man. That's how you deal, man. You know, like, hey, man, no hard feelings. You know, boom, here's some food. You know, they might exchange gifts and whatnot. You know, and send them on the way, man. That's like, you know, remember, you know, you would visit your neighbor too. You know, you would visit your neighbor, man. Y'all would exchange gifts to one another, man. Y'all keep it pushing, man. It was never really no beef like that, really. You know. That's how people dealt with each other, you know. That's how even we dealt with the heathen, you know. It says, even it came to pass the same day that Isaac's servants came and told him concerning the well, which they had digged, and said to him, We have found water. And he called it Sheba. Therefore the name of the city is Beersheba unto this day. And Esau was 40 years old when he took to wife Judith, the daughter of Beri, the Hittite, the Bashemath, the daughter of Elon, the Hittite, which were a grief of mine unto Isaac and Rebekah. Okay, yeah, come. So, yeah, man, that's, you know, chapter 26. You know, I like to do the readings, see what our forefathers, we're reading about what our forefathers went through, you know what I'm saying, how we got to where we're at today. It's pretty much a read along with a couple extra scriptures here and there. But Lord willing, you're edifying. This is good to actually, you know, read. Some people might want to hear it being read to them, and also, you know, hear it being broken down. You can put on the YouTube, put on Alex Scorby, and just hear the videos being read out. All right, but to have somebody break it down to you is, you know, read it and break it down, give you a, you know, kind of a clearer view rather than just, you know, just hear the words. It's more edifying. All right. So with that, I want to give all praise and glory honor to Yahweh Bashim Yashai Bashim Kakadash. The honor to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, I will well. Peace and blessings to the whole elect out here pushing truth and sincerity. The water for what y'all do. We love you. We appreciate y'all through the spread of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Shalom to y'all.